Hello, fellow nerds, and welcome to episode number 5. I am your host, Brian, and alongside me each and every week is my best friend.
Want to fix that sentence?
My best friend!
Want to fix that sentence again?
No, this is where you're supposed to say your name. Finish my sentence.
Don't finish your sentence if it's not
Okay,
accurate.
my brother!
No. Try again.
Edgar!
No.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. And yeah, we're here to bring you all the pop culture news that we think is fun and exciting from around the globe in which we live.
We did not pick our outfits at all. Just because we're wearing teal is just coincidental.
I think it's a best friend thing.
I don't think
we just have like this telepathic.
There's no telepathic connection, and I'm glad that there is no telepathic connection.
Well, we already have it, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't exist.
All right, Edgar, why don't you kick things off with story number 1?
Our first topic will be about Ariel, the Little Mermaid. I know we touched about that subject, I think, last week and the week before.
With Ursula, yes.
Ursula. But this time,
we have another casting.
Announced the actual casting of Ariel. Halle Bailey. Right? Did I say Hal?
I think so.
Halle? Is it?
Halle Bailey?
Halle Bailey?
Haley Bailey?
Is set to play Ariel in the upcoming live action of Little Mermaid movie. Halle Bailey is also known for her role in the R&B group Chloe and Haley. I haven't seen any of her work. I'm not sure exactly what she has done in the past. I know she's in a group, but I can guarantee you, and I can tell you with affirmative, that the internet was outraged with the casting of Halle Bailey, only and solely because in the animated movies, she's white and Halle Bailey is
not.
So there was a big uproar about how that's not the true Disney and Disney's trying to please people. I actually think if they cast Halle Bailey as Ariel, they chose it for a reason. Ariel is a young girl who has spunk, who is outgoing, who is very...
like Stingamabobs?
Like Stingamabobs, and has 20, but who cares? Because I believe if Disney chose Halle Bailey, she'll play the character correctly. So we'll see how the movie turns out. It'll be good. I think it's a good direction. Maybe not pleasing everybody may be the right move, and everyone who was displeased will be pleased at the end. But as of right now, there's no other affirmative. There's still talk about Melissa McCarthy playing Ursula, but we haven't gotten a definite answer on that one. So stay tuned for more news.
Absolutely. I don't think do we have a release date for that?
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
I think it's still far away.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like late 2020, maybe 2021, if I had to guess. It seems like Disney has a lot of live actions planned going forward, so who knows where this one falls if we're only just now getting casting. I don't think it's in the notes.
I don't think you put in
but
the new one.
If they're just coming out with one casting officially, it's still... 2021 is probably a safe bet. Maybe late 2020.
Yeah.
But...
Because I feel like Spider-Man, we got announced our Spider-Man person to be Tom Holland way before they started filming Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Homecoming. Mm-hmm. And then they started casting everybody after it did the Civil War appearance.
So like they just have their main character now. So everything else is still in the works. I mean, I'm sure they have an idea, but it still takes a lot of moving parts.
We didn't add this to our notes, but I'm going to say it because it just happened. Going on the Disney trend, they just released the trailer for Mulan, which is supposed to air in March, I believe it's right, or February.
Oh, look.
I think it's sometime in the spring. So if you guys haven't seen that, we posted on there. I honestly think that they are going to do a phenomenal job with Mulan based on
the trailer looks fantastic.
It looked fantastic. I was really displeased the fact that they didn't show us Mushu or the cricket, and I was like, really? Mushu does is a big character in Mulan, and they didn't show it. Like, I was kind of like hoping to see a little glimpse of it. Maybe I'll go rewatch it again. Maybe it's in the background and I missed it, but I don't
remember seeing it.
I didn't see it at all.
Honestly, we didn't. We really only saw Mulan and some of the freaking
her mom, her grandma,
the bad guys.
What isn't that caretaker? No, matchmaker.
Is that what he's called?
She's the matchmaker.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the bad guys. The Hans.
We saw the eagle.
Let's get
it looked really good. It really did. And hopefully she brings honor to us all.
She will. We have a release date of March 27th, 2020. So you got the month right.
Yeah,
that was good. But yeah,
So stay tuned for that. We might get more trailers, and I really hope that they're not gonna mess up Mushu.
That's your only concern.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your chicken, dishonor.
Do you think they try to cast the same guy?
I think
they have to, right? They have to.
Eddie Murphy, right?
I think
Eddie
so.
Murphy did the greatest job as Mushu.
Like, I'm sure he would be more than willing to come back.
Which that brings us to.
So yeah, we'll continue on with some more movie news in the form of Regal Entertainment instead of actual movie news. They are introducing a new unlimited ticket subscription service.
What? No way.
Yeah, I know. They used to have something recently, and because my aunt had it. It was like Movie Pass or something. You bought it, you paid for the month, and you got like unlimited visits.
I know Cinemark is doing
and
the same
stuff,
thing.
But you couldn't see brand new shows on release. You had to wait like a little while, and it seemed like a really good deal that probably didn't work in their favor. So now we have a new deal that I think is, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know how it plays out. But
when can I subscribe to this?
I will tell you, Edgar, when you can subscribe, and we can go as best friends because that's what we do, you know. This is prepping all to be released in July. I assume next year.
Is it just one flat?
No, this July. Yeah.
Is it just one flat rate?
There is 3 tiers, Edgar.
What?
Yeah, I kid you not. There are 3 tiers. You have an $18 per month tier. You have a $21 per month tier, and then the big dog, $24 per month.
Are the tiers
Third
just?
tier.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
Is the tiers just because of different prices, or what comes with every tier?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Wow, this is great questions. Keep them coming, buddy. Tiering gets you access to more and more theaters across the globe. So basically, the highest tier, the $24 per month tier, gets you access to absolutely every Regal chain ever. Whereas the smaller tier, they estimate about 50% of Regal theaters across the world you'll get access to, which seems kind of weird. But you also get a 10% discount on concessions for every tier you have.
So wait,
who doesn't want cheaper popcorn and soda?
10% at $18, 20% at $21.
That's what it says. It says you get 10% discount on concessions for each tier, so 30% discount on concessions. But you're paying more per month. So I mean,
yeah,
it's like a give and take. I mean, if you pay for the $24 a month and go to the movies a handful of times a month, you're definitely making your money's worth.
This is a really good for like bigger cities, but smaller towns, smaller
right.
If you don't have a Regal,
it's like no benefit to you.
Yeah.
I feel like you just I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it'll do better than their previous little idea they had with the movie pass thing or whatever. But
I know Cinemark. Cinemark is doing AMC, right? AMC is Cinemark. I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but they do their own ticketing thing too. Subscription.
And I know AMC for sure does something. I don't remember what it's called.
I think AMC is correlation with Cinemark.
It's possible. I don't really know.
Which brings us from movies over to TV shows.
Yay!
Lord of the Rings Amazon series
Set's director.
Set director.
Set's director. Like
Set's
they
director
have a director.
And filming location.
There you go.
My bad. J.A. Bayona will direct the first 2 episodes of the series and will partially be filmed in New Zealand, which I believe the original movies were filmed in New Zealand as well.
Yes.
Show will take place in the Second Age of Middle-earth, or roughly 3,000 years before the events of Frodo when he destroys the One Ring. J.D. Bain and Patrick McKay are 2 overseeing writers. Okay, I can't read that. Overseeing writers.
I got you 1 sec. I'm looking up what other movies he's done. We got J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay are joining. Oh, there's a typo. Brian Cogman from Game of Thrones and Jennifer Hutchinson from Breaking Bad.
So they're gonna be.
They're all gonna be like overseeing writers, basically, like the writing team. Yeah.
Cool. So that's kind of cool to see a different version of Lord of the Rings. Maybe they'll tap into more of their magical lore. See where they're going. I know they did the video game where it's Middle Earth, right?
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
You were able to play as this guy who was able to jump between the living and the dead. And
the Wraith World.
It was really cool
Awesome.
to see, but I never played it. But
I played both and I loved them. But they were great. They were good fun. But yeah, this kind of TV show kind of thing is trying to, I guess, fill the void of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is a huge, massive success done by HBO, and now that it's gone, all these other companies I feel like are trying to swoop in and replace it. So I'm really, really excited for this because I love Lord of the Rings, and I know there's a ton of lore and history in the Middle Earth. So they've said they're taking what?
Let's go for it.
They're taking a brand new story from Tolkien's universe and putting it on screen, and I've sounded like they have like an unlimited budget to try and make sure that people get what people want. So this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, that's kind of cool. We got The Witcher coming, and then we got Lord of the Rings. So that'd be kind of cool to see two different aspects of different, almost
absolutely.
same mythology or not mythology.
This it's really fun to see like a low magical, but medieval fantasy type adaptation on screen. It's really cool with like the medieval type things, but like really, really low magic where there's like some stuff, but it's not highlighted throughout the show. Like it's not overly like, oh, I'm gonna cast this green fireball. Ooh, or like overshadows the show, the acting. No, Game of Thrones did a really good job with that. They had the fantasy elements, but not enough to it overpowered the entire show. It was driven by characters, which was fantastic, except the last season.
I wonder if they're gonna bring Gandalf the Grey.
No, it's gonna be a whole new story.
Yeah, but
no, it's gotta be new.
I guarantee you that they're going to somehow bring characters into it still from the.
No, I think they want to be separate, man.
Okay.
They want to tell a brand new story.
Okay.
And that's why they're going thousands of years back in time.
Okay.
Before the Lord of the Rings movies. Next topic.
More Chris Hemsworth. Who doesn't love Chris Hemsworth? Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor in the MCU, has extended his contract to continue to play the God of Thunder. Why are you laughing?
I think I typoed this to say Kiss Hemsworth.
You typoed it?
Yeah, CHIS. Kiss.
Oh.
That's what I started.
Contract details are unknown, and we don't have a lot of details of what exactly will appear in at this point. But to just speculate, I think that he is going to definitely do a Guardians of the Galaxy appearance and somehow be assisting that. I believe they're going to.
I think they'll probably do one more solo film.
I've heard of that. Rumors. He plays big parts in mythology in the MCU. I know he fights against Hercules at some point in the comics, so maybe they'll bring the character of Hercules in as well. You get the Greek mythology and the Norse mythology, so it'd be kind of cool to see what kind of direction. It'd be cool to know how many films he's going to appear in the future. That way we can determine how many times we'll actually see Chris Hemsworth as Thor. But
absolutely,
who doesn't love Chris Hemsworth? He's funny as Thor, especially Fat Thor.
He's great.
But
I love him. He plays Thor brilliantly, and I think we need more of it. So.
Maybe he'll step in the shoes of Robert Downey Jr. and take the mantle of MCU for a while. I
mean, isn't that supposed to be Spider-Man?
No, but yes, but with Spider-Man, Disney still has to talk to Sony and debate how many more contracts they're going to do and the rights and stuff like that.
Sony could be like, man, these are doing really good. We're going to take it right back.
And mess it all up.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm glad that he's back into MCU and he's not deterring away from it. I'm going to see him in more movies later on.
Woo! Never a bad thing.
Never. Brings us to...
Is that me? Tom and Jerry movie. I mean, I'm probably just as surprised as everybody else who's hearing this for the first time that there will be a Tom and Jerry movie. We don't have a horrible amount of details other than we have some casting announcements so far. We have Colin Jost or Jost. Don't know who that is.
He's from SNL.
Yep, that's what I remember.
He's Saturday Night Live host.
We have Chloe Grace Moretz, which I do know her. She's the blonde actress who, I forget some movies. She's in The Fifth Wave, I think. She's in some other stuff. She's all right. She's a good actress. You'll know what I'm talking about when you type her in.
No, I'm not looking. I'm looking for something else.
Oh,
keep going. Sorry.
And then we also have Michael Pena, who is a hilarious actor. I think his latest thing I can think of is from Ant-Man. He's like Paul Rudd's buddy. Always
he's
tells
the one that
tells the funny stories.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so this guy.
Get back.
Right, exactly. He goes on the crazy tangents.
So So this guy
would have been fun to see him explain all like the 5-year snap to everyone in the MCU. That would have been hilarious. Like explain it to like Doctor Strange or something.
That would have been hilarious.
But yeah, so we have some casting announcements. We don't know what they're going to be playing or who or just what. We just know they're going to be in the movie. And we also have a release date of April 16th, 2021. So still very far away.
Yeah, that's almost 2 years.
This is all the news we got so far. So
which is kind of weird because growing up and watching Tom and Jerry, I only remembered him. Like, they never talked. The only people that ever talked were the adults, and you never really saw the heads of the adults.
Right.
And then they all just hit. So if they're going to give these character voices, it'd be different take to the original series.
I want to say I was doing some reading, and I saw that they were planning on doing, so they're going to take a human story, right? But then just incorporate Tom and Jerry. So, like, I can't remember if this is correct or not, from what I read. But it's like, this chick got a job at a hotel, right? And then they find out there's mice or whatever in the form of Jerry. So then she's going to be tasked with like getting rid of it, and she brings in Tom. And then so now it's going to be like a battle between like the actual characters, Tom and Jerry, and all that fun jazz.
Are they going to do an animated version of it?
I mean, I would imagine. I think this is live action. It's so early. It's too early to tell.
Are they going to pull a page out of Sonic the Hedgehog and like definitely destroy the character's appearance and then do it their own way?
I mean, it can't be hard to make a cat and a mouse. I mean.
But Tom and Jerry look specifically different from any other mouse or anything else like that in the series. So if they're not going to base the appearance off of those, then
they have to.
Tom
and Jerry are iconic cartoons that everyone, I would hope knows. You know, Sonic is really popular and stuff, but I feel like Tom and Jerry is even more popular than Sonic.
Yeah. I think
so if they mess that up, oh boy, the backlash would be even crazier, I think, than Sonic. But yeah, I'm excited, although a little skeptical because, I don't know, I just want original stories. I'm kind of over the whole remakes. Some do it well and some don't, so it's just hard to decide if one's going to be good or not until you actually see it. So, yeah, that's all we got for that.
Which leads us to Batman Arkham Collection coming to the PS4 and Xbox One. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it is three game series. It's Arkham Asylum, Arkham Dark Knight, and Arkham City, I believe, is the last one. If don't get me wrong, there are 3 games done by Rockstar, I believe, is the company as well that did it. But they're going to come into a collection, all 3 games for PS4 and Xbox One. According to the leak, the collection will be available September 6th of this year. Will be available on... I think you misdirected this one. Will be available on Netflix until January 2021.
Yeah, definitely not available on Netflix.
It's not going to be available
on Netflix. I just didn't delete all of last week.
But I think it's Rockstar, if I'm not mistaken, that did the original 3 games. Another company did another one called Arkham Origins, which was completely different. That's not included to it.
That was Warner Brothers Montreal studio.
So that's not going to include into the trio collection that's coming out. But I think the last one was Arkham City. Yeah.
Keep going.
Arkham City. Who is the creators of it? That's what I want to know. I think it's Rockstar.
I don't think it's Rockstar. What were the first games? Arkham Asylum, is that one?
Arkham Asylum.
Oh, whoops. I'm hitting answer a lot. Rocksteady.
I knew I had to
Rocksteady Studio.
Rocksteady, so... Well, I definitely love playing those games. I got the PS4 exclusive one when the third one came out, and I played it. I loved it. Games are really good. If you guys definitely have played Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, by far it's a good, great comparison to the Spider-Man game. It's a great story and everything.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the Arkham collection or whatever, but I've heard nothing but fantastic things about them. So maybe this is my chance to get into the series. I probably will. I've heard they're really, really good games.
Really good games, really good stories. The way they play, the characters are phenomenal. And then all the DLC content will be on this collection as well to be released. So I'm definitely going to get it because it's a great reminiscence of the past. Which leads us to our next topic.
Kind of Batman. Well, yeah, Batman, but...
Yeah, not kind of Batman.
We have some more details on the new Joker film. being directed by Todd Phillips and starring Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know how to really say his name really well.
Joaquin.
Basically, Todd Phillips, the director, came out and said he is not taking any inspiration from the comics and instead creating his very own telling of the origin of the Joker, something that has not been done yet. At least on screen. I mean, obviously in the comics and stuff, whatever. But, yep, taking a brand new idea, full origin story for the Joker, and putting it on screen. I mean, that's pretty much the little tidbit that we got from that, was that it's a whole new story. And that also releases October 4th, 2019. I believe there might be a trailer or like a teaser out there. I'm excited. It looks good. I'm excited to go watch this. I think it's hard to be excited for anything DC because of its history, but I have high hopes with this lead actor, Phoenix. I'm not going to say his first name because I don't know it. And then Todd Phillips is a good director. And I think everything that I've seen so far makes me believe that they're going to do a great job at telling the story of how the Joker became the Joker. What are your thoughts, man?
I don't know. I mean, they need to redo the whole entire thing with DC. Just start from scratch and pick one hero and focus on like Marvel did.
I know. It seems like this is going to be its very own thing. Doesn't care about any of the other DC characters.
No, at all. So this is not the start of anything new, besides just a new film for Joker. But I'm not sure. I'll watch the movie, but I'm not getting my hopes up at all. Which that concludes all of our content that we had to
wait, did you want to talk about Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm about to bring that up.
Okay, well, I feel like we're going pretty quick, so we can talk about it right now in the segment, or save it? We can save it.
I was going to talk about
because it's right now anyways, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do my little thingy?
Sure.
Edgar's Corner.
What? Okay. Edgar's Corner. I have nothing really new-ish to say besides I started watching Jessica Jones.
Can
really
I
good
add
show.
into Edgar's Corner at the end?
I guess. So it'd be Edgar's and
Edgar's
Brian.
Corner and Brian's faraway space.
Jessica Jones, 3rd season, was really good. I'm in episode 5. It's getting good. Has a complex of Jessica trying to learn who she really is without her spoiler mom from previous season.
Have they explored Trish at all yet?
They explored Trish. They explored Trish's new way. She's a superhero in the comics, so I'm thinking she's portraying a superhero.
Isn't she like an anti-hero / kind of villain in this series? Isn't she kind of evil?
As far as I've been told, I've seen it. No, I don't pick that up. Maybe
you have to let me know.
Yeah. The 100, the newest episode, I believe is episode 8.
I think you're right.
Because Nevermind was episode 7, and that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
The episode was a phenomenal episode. It explored a lot.
I didn't like it. This was one of my least favorite episodes.
I thought it was a good one. It
really?
put me on my edge of my seat, and I was ready for oh my god, what's gonna happen?
That's true.
Next?
The ending really had me on the edge of my seat for real.
Oh my god. So I'm definitely waiting for the next episode to come out, and I think it's a 13 episode season. So there's only gonna be 5 more episodes before the end of the season. So I definitely want to see what's gonna happen. On that one, I want to pay tribute to an actor who died recently.
Yes,
2 days on Saturday. He died through a stroke during his sleep. Was taken to the hospital and was not able to be revived. Actor's name is Cameron Boyce. If you don't know who that is, he's a big Disney actor. Starred in Jessie. Starred in
there was
some camp one that he did. He was a big player in Descendants.
Yes,
He was in Grown Ups. He was Adam Sandler's son in Grown Ups.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he's been.
Voss.
He did a lot in the short term that he was an actor, and he died at the age of 20, which is a young age. He didn't really have time to live. I know he was a big contributor to a lot of charity companies and did a lot with Thirst. But it's really sad to see that he went through. I'm a big fan of Descendants. It was actually pretty good, decent original Disney movie. Watching it with my friends' children. Because I'm not just a 25-year-old going to watch Disney Channel movies. But it's really sad to see someone like that, someone who was actually genuine and really caring, be lost from this world. So rest in peace. You will clearly be missed. Which brings me to a happier note. Pokemon Go. Pokemon.
Great shit.
Just released new content today, which is brand new.
Hey.
And today's Monday. Brand new. Released
Four.
Well,
Pokemon?
3 new Pokemon. One we already knew. Technically got released from it. So, the new Pokemon that have been released is Alcremie, which is a fairy type. Yemper, which is a dog type electric. Roly-Collie, which is a rock steam type Pokemon. And Duraludon, which is a dragon steel type.
That's close.
They dropped a bunch of more information on what they have already dropped in the past. They just elaborated more into it. A new feature called Gigamaxing instead of Dynamaxing. All of this information being released today definitely reassures a leak that was released in the past by someone who used to work for Game Freak. So I'm basing off the information that's been confirmed and has already been leaked. I want to say this leak was actually genuine, and he released a lot of information. So stay tuned. Game releases in November. If you're really excited, I'm excited too. Can't wait to play this game.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Even with all the backlash.
Other than that, that is everything I have. Oh, Funko Pops.
Oh yeah.
If you're a big collector of Funko Pops, Funko is releasing a new series of Simpsons. It's iconic characters that they've played in the games. They're releasing one new. What's the evil guy? Carnage, not Carnage. The other one. Venom. Venom Detective exclusive, and then the Chase version. But he's from the Marvel Comics. They're releasing a few
Stranger Things.
Game of Thrones, and then the Stranger Things. They did a whole new line of the season.
They're awesome.
They bring out new characters. So if you guys are really into Funko Pops, we are going to try doing a giveaway pretty soon. It might be one of those pops that you want.
Heck yeah.
We'll get you it.
Heck yeah.
Other than that, that's pretty much it for Edgar's Corner. Maybe I'll have something new next week. Maybe not.
All right, now it's
Stay
time
tuned.
for Brian's far and away space in Edgar's Corner, tucked away beneath the dust bunnies in the corner. So I just wanted to talk about 2 things. I binged the poop out of Stranger Things season 3. It came out July 4th. I finished it July 4th. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster of emotions. This made me feel like every stinking emotion out there almost. Stranger Things was incredible. I think it's only 8 episodes, so I mean, it only takes 8 hours of your time. I mean, it's totally worth it. If any of you guys are fans of Stranger Things, please go check it out. It's a great show. And then I also wanted to talk about another show. I finally got around to finishing HBO's Chernobyl. It was fantastic. That show features, obviously, the horrific event of Chernobyl that happened in 1986. And it's only 5 episodes, but they're about 70 minutes. And yes, it's on HBO, so it's exclusive to HBO. But it is some of the best darn television I have ever watched in my young life. So if you're into anything like that, go check it out.
In his young life.
If you need anything, if you still accidentally have your HBO subscription and forgot to cancel it after Game of Thrones, check out Chernobyl. It's well worth it. That's it. That was all. That was Brian's Far and Away Space.
Which just brings us to fan questions.
Yay.
And I'll start off this. I think.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask this one really quick. I didn't put it in the notes, but it's on my phone. Okay. It was what do you think of all the controversy with the Little Mermaid Ariel casting?
I think we already talked.
We already talked about it, but
I already talked about it.
Do you care about to go in a little more depth, or do you feel like you answered it enough?
Like I said, a lot of the fans are outraged that a character was cast not other than white as it was portrayed in the original movie. There's a backlash of that, trying to do, I wouldn't say, I don't know how to say it without being mean.
Just say it. Well, you have to be careful.
A lot of fans, my bad. A lot of fans are speculating that Disney is just doing this to fit in with the new genre of this world, that we have to be political correct, and we have to do, there's no representation of different cultures in the Disney movies. But I mean, Disney let this movie out way back in 1980 something. I think it was 80. No, it was not 1977. That was way too long ago. 1980s, if not 1990s.
89.
1989. And this was made as a white a character, and it's based off a region where it's prominently white. So like, why mess that up? Maybe there's a new take of Disney trying to divulge its diversity, or not divulge, grow its diversity. So I'm not sure. If Disney cast it for a reason, Disney cast it for a reason. Disney might not tell us. Who knows? If they casted it, they definitely chose the right path on what they're wanting to portray. So that means that Disney has actually put more thought into this movie than any other one by doing this. Because if you literally sit there and think about it, Disney is just not gonna do something and then know that their fans are gonna be outraged because it's not what they want. They knew that they were gonna have huge debacle about this, so they put themselves out there for a reason. There has to be. It just can't be like on a whim. Oh, we're just gonna cast this person and throw chaos in the fire. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see The Little Mermaid. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I'm excited to see what take they're taking on this one, and it's a remake. It's not a full. We're gonna take film by film or shot per shot towards a movie. So it's a different interpretation. It's a remake with different interpretation to the movie though. So that's what I'm taking from this.
So my thoughts basically, at first I was surprised, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I was just like, okay, wow, and then immediately I was like, who is this person? Because I had no idea what it was.
Neither did I.
But here's the thing. A mermaid is obviously a fictional creature. So one, I mean, technically it could be whatever the heck it wants to look like. Mm-hmm. Two, Disney doesn't do things just because. Disney is very smart with their casting. They're a gazillion billion dollar worth company.
And everything.
I mean, just about. They're not, like you said, they're not gonna just make a decision
on the whim.
On just a whim and they, full well they knew they were gonna get some backlash from this. Mm-hmm. They knew, but they know what they wanted from Ariel, and they believe they got the best person to do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Like their image. This person best portrays the image they want for Ariel in the new movie. So let's take some time to trust people that do this for a living, and hopefully you cannot hear this baby crying in the background. That's just Bowen. Don't worry. Shout out, Bowen. Whoa, bedtime, buddy. But yeah, honestly, it's just a casting decision. Like there's a lot more other things that people can worry about. If this is the only thing, then
let's worry about the world hunger.
Yeah, there's
wars that are happening.
The list goes
right
on and on, dude. You could go on forever. But people
honestly,
need
this is
people
a first
need
world problem.
People need things to be able to complain about. It's just a thing. Having stuff to complain about is healthy. It's normal. But just do it about more important things. I would suggest. I mean, I think the movie's gonna be just fine.
I think so too.
She's a singer. She's a good singer.
Aladdin did decent.
Aladdin,
it wasn't the best, but
yeah. Will I probably see Little Mermaid? No. Just like I didn't see Aladdin.
Really? You're not gonna see Little Mermaid?
No.
I'm gonna see
I liked the classic, but I'm
gonna tell kids.
I'm not a big fan. That's fine.
That's
I'm
my
not
movie.
a big fan of remaking it. I am excited for Mulan though, because it looks the same, but it looks different enough to make it to me like its own separate thing. Like when I first watched the trailer for Mulan, if I didn't know I was watching a trailer for Mulan, I'd be like, wow, this looks like a pretty cool movie.
It actually gave me a little reminiscence of an old Japanese fighting movie.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
That one and
was that really?
IP Man gave me
That's really
Wendy
funny.
Wu and an IP Man.
Oh, I didn't like Wendy Wu. That's an old Disney movie. Not really old, but
an original.
With what's her name from Sweet Life.
Under that note,
that was a long answer.
Yeah. On that note, how do you feel about Disney movies being redone as live actions? We have Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and now Little Mermaid. Should they recreate them or no?
No.
He doesn't like them. I think it's a cool take. I don't think they should be remaking every single Disney movie. I think they should be selective on which ones.
But then you run into oh, why don't you make this one?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see Lilo and Stitch. I don't want to see a live action version of Stitch. I like the cartoon version. That's one of my favorite movies.
Can you imagine Stitch live action?
Yeah.
That'd be weird. No, I think the classics are classics for a reason. Let them stay classics and make more original stories.
They need to be selective on which ones, and they actually have to have great thought. Aladdin was decent. It wasn't the greatest. I think the original was 10 times better, but that was just me.
Why ruin it? Why have something for fans to compare? Why not just make original stories to compare? I don't know. Shout out to Maya also, if you can hear that. Maya and Bone are going to bed.
How long would you survive the zombie apocalypse?
Forever.
I don't think I could live forever.
I could live forever.
I think I'd definitely live over a year.
I've played enough video games and watched enough Walking Dead to where I know what to do.
If I remember correctly, someone told me today that you were playing a game of a thriller and someone was trying to kill you and you just sit there and die.
That's a horror game. That's totally separate. I'm locked in an asylum. That's not an apocalypse. That's different. And if you are in the dark with only a video camera and someone comes at you and whacks you with a friggin' bat with nails in it, yeah, I'm just gonna sit there and take it. I'm not gonna, if he hits me once, I'm done. There's no sense in fighting that off.
I think I would survive over a year for sure.
Shout out to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/swagtron7. Come check out me play scary games.
What old person things do you do?
I don't even know. I eat
I can
dinner.
tell you.
I eat dinner early. What do I do? What?
I don't go out.
Oh yeah.
I have a bedtime at 10 o'clock.
That's not an old person thing. That's like 8 o'clock is like an old person bedtime.
I like to stay in. I like to sleep. I like to nap.
Yeah, you do.
I'm an old person soul. Trapped in a young
what
body.
else?
That's pretty
I
much
don't
it.
really like butterscotch candy.
Oh, I love butterscotch
Well, that's
candy
another
and the
thing.
little strawberry ones.
I wear
too.
long socks and shorts and cargo shorts. Does that count as an old person thing?
No, that's just a dad thing.
That's fair. I'll accept that. Old person thing. I
don't just fall asleep.
I don't wear
randomly.
bifocals.
I don't wear dentures.
I can watch a whole show without falling asleep.
I can walk perfectly fine.
I can drive good.
So I'm not sure what old person things you're talking about, but yeah.
I can still wipe my own butt.
You want to ask? I already asked like 5 questions.
Sure. Do you watch The Flash? The show. Who does that? Is that the CW?
Yes.
The CW network.
His last name was Grant. I can't remember. No, that's Barry Allen.
Sean, Poop, Leo.
He was on
Leonardo da Vinci.
Glee. I can't remember. It starts with Grant, and I know his name has Grant in it. But I watch it. I think it's an actual really good show. I'm glad that it continues after Arrow being on its final season. We'll see how the new season takes, and hopefully it stays on to air a little longer.
Grant. Justin?
Justin Grant?
No, his Grant is his first name.
Dustin? Or
Gustin.
Justin?
Justin.
Grant Gustin?
Is that a weird way to spell Justin?
I don't know.
With a G?
So I'm kind of I like it. I watch it. It's one of my favorite shows.
I did not watch it.
Do you like fireworks?
Nah, they're overrated.
I think as I'm getting older, I don't really like them. I mean, they're cool to watch.
They were really fun as a kid, freaking
were.
fireworks out of a Roman candle thing, but now it's just like, there's just so many other things I'd rather be doing, I feel like, than watching fireworks. But when my kids are old enough to play with them, then I will then reactivate child mode and play fireworks with them. But I still have a couple of years.
But honestly, like last year I was out of the country. I was in Cancun. The year before I was in Hawaii, and the year before I think I just had a cookout. I wasn't really like looking out for like fireworks. Like it's not.
To me, the 4th is more about the cookout than the actual fireworks.
And
I want freaking hot dogs, hamburgers, and beer and music.
Let's see, I want
not
fries,
country music.
beans, arancetta.
No man, burgers and
guacamole,
dogs or pizza.
Chile.
I want pizza. Burgers.
Spider-Man: Far From Home. Thoughts?
Amazing.
It was a good movie. It was really a phenomenal movie, and the post-credit end scenes were
also phenomenal.
awesome.
Set up so
Spoiler.
much. No, don't say it. It's still new.
JJ.
No, JJ. Oh. No.
JJ Jameson.
I guess
That's the only one that I wanted.
I mean, I guess.
It was recasted by the same original actor from the original Spider-Man.
So
JJ Hopkins? No, Hopkins.
No.
Abraham? JJ... So, it's JJ something.
J. Jonah Jameson actor. I forget his name. He's in the State Farm commercials. J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons. He's the same character that played in the original Spider-Man series. Is the one that he goes black, turns black into the
symbiote.
The symbiote gets into him and turns into the Black Spider-Man. He goes like this down the street. It's really
Best
awkward.
part of any Spider-Man movie.
I liked it. It's just the very beginning of the Spider-Man movie was kind of iffy at the very beginning, and then it transitioned over to the main story, and then I started liking it.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Tom
It was
Holland was
good.
fantastic. The romance between him and Zendaya or MJ was fantastic.
Jake Gyllenhaal did a phenomenal job as Mysterio.
The two teachers were dorky enough, but not too dorky. It was perfect. Oh my gosh, one of the most suspenseful scenes in the whole movie was where he was taking a picture next to the water and had his camera on the bridge.
Spoilers.
That is not a spoiler. What the teacher's taking a selfie.
It was a good movie.
Gyllenhaal, fantastic, played Mysterio brilliantly.
Brilliant.
The effects were incredible.
There one scene with Mysterio, it was really
When Mysterio
cool.
does what Mysterio does, oh
it
my
was phenomenal.
gosh,
I was like,
crazy.
what, left and right.
Happy was great. Aunt May, she had a couple liners, but she was great.
Spider-Man portrayed a great teenager.
Everything was good. It was awkward between the kids. It was good. It was definitely one of my favorite Spider-Man movies.
Want to ask the next question?
I would love to. Oh gosh. The next question is. Why do you want me to ask this one? Would you rather have Batman's skills, money, equipment, and lifestyle, or end crime around the world for good but be poor and unnoticed?
I don't know, Brian. What do you want to do?
Oh, this is easy for me. I would definitely be Batman.
Self-centered. Much?
Why would I not choose that?
It's a hard decision.
Not
it
only
really is.
Being poor and unnoticed would be awful.
But you know that you did something good in the world.
How do I know crime won't come back?
They will, but it will
Exactly.
start
So
small
why not be
to
able
something
to?
big.
Why not be able to just fight it myself?
Can you?
And I could talk like, I'm Batman. Where are they?
I don't know. It's a hard decision for me.
Easy.
I don't really have an answer for it.
You come on, don't
Really?
you have
I
to
really
answer.
don't know,
I answered
like,
it.
I
Definitely
don't know
skills,
if I want to
money,
be Batman
equipment,
skills
lifestyle.
or and
He's in great shape. He probably gets all the girls. He drives the Batmobile, which is awesome. He fights crime, and he has a lot of
or
money.
you can save the world.
I can save the world as Batman.
Insane.
Not all of the world, but wherever I live.
My answer is unanswered.
That's good enough for me.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Easy. Immortality.
That's not a superpower, but
How is that not a superpower?
It's not a
Are you
superpower.
immortal?
How's that a superpower?
Okay, how about this? I'll rephrase it. You know how like Deadpool, like if he gets cut somewhere, he like regrows.
Yeah.
I'm sure that also counts as immortality. I'll just take that.
I would be able to fly.
I want to be able to live forever. You only get one, dude. It says if you pick a superpower, you don't get to.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Superpower, not any superpowers.
Oh, I'm taking this as multiple powers. Just
Oh
FYI.
my gosh.
I get to fly.
I would just be
I
Deadpool
get to be
then.
invisible. I would have Captain Marvel's powers, where it's
The
quantum.
stupid thing, yeah.
She has quantum whatever in her energy, and I would be able to face. That's pretty it.
If you could have one of those, what would you pick?
Flying.
That's so cliche.
I don't know. Something about just jumping off a cliff and knowing that you're not gonna die and you're able to fly away would be really cool.
Yeah, but my superpower, I could just jump off the cliff and splat and then just regenerate myself.
Would you go?
I think so.
Okay.
Deadpool gets his hand chopped off and it just grows back.
Whole entire body chopped off.
I know, he's fine.
If you could have any, or if you can have one condiment for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Mustard, because it's my favorite.
I think ketchup.
I feel like ketchup, like I was telling him earlier, I feel like ketchup is the most versatile. So I took this as ketchup, mustard, mayo as the three
I'm not
condiments.
sure if you were including dressing or...
I mean, I don't think so. I wouldn't really consider ranch a condiment. But guys, always practice safe lunch. Use a condiment, okay? Heyo.
You're dumb. If you had the ability to travel to any one destination, where would it be and why?
You can say that first.
I would go anywhere in Europe. Main countries would be England, Greece, Italy, or France. I'm a big component of the ancient past, and I would like to see what it used to be look like, or see a glimpse of the past.
Hey, I know how you can see a glimpse of the past. You can go to Google Images and just look.
It's not the same.
You could play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I could, but it's not the same.
I'm getting further and further in Odyssey. It's great.
But I think that was it. I'd go over there.
Mine is New Zealand, to go to Hobbiton. I've said it before on the show, I believe, but I just think, huh?
No, I don't think you
I'm pretty sure I have.
I don't think you have.
I'm pretty sure I have.
I don't think you have.
If not, that's where I want to go. New Zealand, check out all the Hobbit stuff. The Shire is a real place. I'd love to see that. I mean, Edgar said more than one, so I guess I'll say another one. The place where they filmed Tatooine in Star Wars, it's out in the middle of a desert somewhere, and I guess each and every year it gets a little more engulfed by the desert. So I'd like to be able to see that before I die. I think that'd be cool. Basically, yeah, just nerdy places, nerdy fandom places, but honestly, I'd pretty much just go anywhere. The world is cool. It's a cool place. Lots of cool places.
China would be another place. Seeing the mountains of China.
If I were to go to China, I would just try all the bizarre food. All the bugs and the weird
fish. Did you know
fish.
they can eat squid fish or not squid eggs?
Squid eggs?
Yeah.
Sure, I'd try it.
I think that's in Singapore.
Why not?
They fry them up and they give.
Yeah, why not? I'd try it. Have you ever seen the videos about the people that eat the octopus and it's still like moving?
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
I don't think I could do that.
I would try it though, at least.
Calamari's good, but
I've had calamari. That's like that just seems so American though.
Yeah.
Fried octopus? Fried squid? Fried octopus?
Fried octopus.
It's freaking good, but I think it's all because of just the breading on it.
And frying.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that makes it good.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man.
That's all we got.
As always, hit us up on Facebook.
Instagram,
we only have 2 posts right now because we don't really have any followers, but that's okay. So we're pretty quiet on Instagram. If you ever want to watch myself play scary video games, go to twitch.tv/swagtron7.
If you just want to stand there and get killed, don't.
I don't do that anymore. I try. I changed. I turned over a new leaf.
Don't try that.
I try to stream as much as I can. I have streamed the last 2 days. So just look for me. I'll try to update the Facebook page and social media and stuff. If you want to just follow me, great. I need to get to 50 followers so I can become a Twitch affiliate. So please like me on Twitch. Or follow me, please. Swagtron7. That's me.
Stop begging.
I'm not begging.
Other than that ends our
Begging
5th
for
episode.
mercy, yeah. Why won't you release me? Ooh, ooh.
Until later,
Begging you for mercy. Bye, best friend. It's been real. It's been real.